The next one love to look at is the third hole, which is probably my favourite golf hole at Kingston Heath. It's only about 270 metres long, so it's seen as a birdie opportunity for good players and for not so good players, really, because of the length, but it sucks you into thinking it's a much easier hole than it is. Again, if you look back from the green first, it's a narrow two-tiered right to left sloping green. The top tier is not very deep either, so you really need to be able to control your spin on the second shot. It's a huge advantage to be up the left side. There's really two ways to play up the left side. You can hit 175 metres off the tee left of the fairway bunkers. This is what Kari Webb did in the Women's Open when she won it here a few years back. Hit 5-iron off the tee, gave herself an angle straight up the green with a full wedge. She's playing to her own strength. She's obviously very comfortable with a full wedge shot up that angle, and that suited her game. She went on to win the tournament. If you take on the bunkers on the left, you probably hit the ball about 225 off the tee. Then you get a 50-60 metre pitch, again, straight up that perfect angle. If that's the strength of your game, you feel comfortable going past the bunkers, that's probably the perfect way to play the hole, where you'll make the most birdies. Obviously, there's a chance there of going in the fairway bunkers on the left. There's also a chance of going too far into the tee tree on the left. So it's a bit more risk off the tee shot, but probably more reward with a shorter shot and a better angle in. If you're not comfortable taking on the bunkers on the left, you're going to hit the ball more up the middle or the right side of the fairway. That is a safer play off the tee, but then definitely makes the approach shot more difficult because you're coming in from the right to left sloping green. And even with a half wedge in your hand, it's very, very difficult to hold that green. You'll see a lot of good players make bogeys from only 60 or 70 metres out on the third hole because they go up the right and don't get the reward from the tee shot. It's a brilliant hole. It's a great hole to watch in a tournament. If you're coming out to watch a professional tournament at Kingston Heath, it's my favourite spot to go and stand behind the green. You'll see guys make anything from 2s to 6s if you stand there for a couple of hours. Another famous story about the third hole was Peter Senior when he won the Australian Open here back in the late 80s when he was on a roll. He decided to hit driver. He was such a good driver of the ball at that stage. He hit driver in the left bunker every single day. Got up and down 3 days and holed one of his bunker shots. So he hit driver, played to his strengths, played the whole 5 under for 4 rounds. So you can literally do anything from 5 iron to driver and make anything from 2 to 6. It's a great golf hole.